Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. What is it?
I have a munchkin.
Oh. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my top 10 best Hallmark movies with 5 honorable mentions. Now I want to start off by saying I did not watch every single non-Hallmark Christmas movie. There was some Christmas Hallmark movies I skipped over because had a little burnout towards the end, and then some I just didn't have any interest in. The non-Christmas Hallmark movies, I missed a good handful, but I was going to watch them before making this list, but I don't know when I'm going to get to them, just because I'm still having a little bit of burnout and not been in the mood to watch them just yet. I do own some of them, but so some of those could be on this, could have made this list, but don't really know. But it is what it is. I don't watch every single 2022 title, so oh well. So out of the ones, these are the best out of the ones I did watch. Now I'm not doing a separate Hallmark Christmas list. I just put them all together because that was just the best way to do it, to have the most options. But starting with my honorable mentions for the best of the Hallmark Christmas for this year, in no particular order. I just kind of wrote them down here. It's not like the top one is my favorite of the year or nothing.
Could be, but you didn't put it in order.
Could be, yeah, but it wasn't in order. First up is my grown-up Christmas list. This one for me was near a perfect film, except it kind of felt a little long with the way they did it. It felt like it could have been a good sort of like mini series in a way. But I'm gonna see how it does on a rewatch. I still gave it, I think, a 4 out of 5 stars. But my Going Up Christmas list was just a little felt a little bit long to me, especially for a movie that's only supposed to be like an hour and 24 minutes. But next we have Groundswell, Lacey's movie, one of her movies for this year. I thought it was a really good, surprising movie. I didn't know really what to expect from it, and I really enjoyed it. A Kismet Christmas. This is one that was on either the first weekend or the second weekend, I think it was, of the Christmas season, Hallmark season, I think. I could be wrong. But it was a really good story where a woman comes back and she's an author of a book, and a guy that she used to like, his daughter, is a fan of her books, and it's just a really cute story. Campfire Christmas. This is Corbin Blue's Hallmark film. Just really fun to see Corbin Blue back on the screen. He's done a really good job in it. Really enjoyed it. It really gave this was the movie during the Christmas in July, I think is what it is, that really felt like a summer Christmas movie. This was, to me, was the best one of the 3 that we got. So there are 3 or 4, I think 3. And then hashtag Xmas, this is just a really fun one about a couple who's pretending to be together so they can win this contest. There's a really fun one that was a really big surprise. With that title, I was really thinking it was going to be really bad, but so it made my honorable mentions. So now going into my top 10 best. Like I said, this is going to have Christmas and non-Christmas, just like I had Groundswell in there for honorable mentions. But Hanukkah on Rye, the final film of the Christmas season for Hallmark. Obviously a Hanukkah movie starring Jeremy Jordan, and I can't say the lead woman's name, but just a really good story, really funny story. Jeremy Jordan brings some comedy to it about a couple who's brought together through a uh, like a matchmaking situation, and they have to write. They're writing letters to each other without actually knowing they're writing letters to each other. They don't find out until towards the end that they were actually writing to each other. Really good one. Had a lot of fun with it. A Cozy Christmas Inn. This was a very mixed to negative one, just because it didn't live up to some people's expectations, some fans' expectations from what Christmas Under Wraps was, because was supposed to be like a sequel. Um, I enjoyed Christmas Under Wraps, but I enjoyed this one just as much. This I thought Jodie Sweetin did a good job in this. I love the story. I separated it from the first one and watched it as like its own thing, and I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. I will purchase it if it comes to buy, which I'm assuming it will. And it's just one I really enjoyed more than most. Next is Noel Next Door. This started the Hallmark Christmas season, and it was a nice start to the Hallmark Christmas season. It was a really fun one. Corey Savier brought some nice comedy along with Natalie Hall, and this was a near perfect film. I didn't like what I call a double ending to it. I felt like they could have ended it the way at one scene, but they continued it, and it didn't really need that. So I dropped it like a half a star for that. Now on a rewatch, I could bump it up to a 5 star, because there has been a couple this year that hurt it a little bit with that sort of double ending. But one being, I think, Splash of Love, I believe, was another one that's not on this list. That should have been on this list because I like the actress that's in it. But we'll see. I'm gonna give them a rewatch. Some of them that I didn't like that double ending, as I call it too. So, but Noel Next Door is just a really good one about Corey Sevier and Natalie Hall's character kind of falling in love, but also hating each other at the same time. It's a really really fun story. Next is Rippin' Time. Uh, this was a good little time travel movie. Where he jumps forward in time when he goes into this, I guess, like a magical cave, and it's just a really funny one that I had a really good time with. Uh, Always Amore, Tyler Hines. He plays a person sent to help our lead actress. I can't remember her name. Uh, he's sent to help her keep her restaurant open, and she's very against what he wants to do, and he has to really show her that they both have to kind of work together. He has to show her that she needs to give in a little, and he has to learn, I think if I remember correctly, he has to learn that he to also kind of blend them together, his ideas with her idea a little bit better, and it's just a really good one. I enjoyed it a lot. So next is Nikki and Nora's Sister Sleuths. This is Hunter King and uh, ran on Fish. Ran on Fish, I used their name. Um, they were great together. I thought they done some good comedy, great mystery, kept me invested the entire time. Really excited to hopefully get some more because this was just a really really fun one, and hopefully Hunter King will continue to uh, do more for Hallmark. She's had a couple this year, so I still need to see one of hers all the way through that she did. But this one at least of hers made the list. The next, these are my top four. Like I said, these are no certain order, but technically, if I'm going up the list, these are the top four. Next is The Holiday Sitter. This is the gay rom com that they did with Jonathan Bennett. He pushed this one a lot. He was trying to get people to watch it, got some backlash from some Hallmark fans that decided to not watch it because of reasons. Um, they missed out on a really great one. I thought it was amazing comedy, great chemistry. Jonathan Bennett did terrific in it. Definitely my favorite of the ones I've seen him in this year. Um, which I think he had. I think he had two. Waiting of a Lifetime in this one. So not many to go by, but uh, this one was definitely my favorite of the two. Comedy worked, everything, just a great one. Definitely recommend checking it out. I mean, I hated some Hallmark fans passed on it, but that's their opinion. That's their thought process with it. So I can't say nothing on that. But next is Haul Out the Holly, Lacey Chabert's Christmas one. She's on been as you see, she's been on the list twice. She is one of my favorites for the uh, call her veteran Hallmark actresses. We'll say.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite veteran Hallmark actresses. But this one was just a great, more comedy. It had some romance, but it really focused more on the comedy. Um, I know my friend Noah was saying it kind of reminded him of Christmas with the Cranks a little, and that's sort of what it reminded me of as well when I was watching it. Uh, but this was just a really fun one. Some people didn't like it as much, but I enjoyed it. And then the top two, Tyler Hine reigns for both of them. And that's first up is Three Wise Men and a Baby. Um, this is probably going to be a lot of people's number one or two on their list for Hallmark. Um, just an amazing movie, great comedy. It's just basically a straight up comedy for the most part. Um, Great chemistry, or if you say chemistry, they worked well together. Andrew Walker, uh, obviously Tyler Hines, but I can't remember. He's like Paul something, but I can't think of his name. Can't remember the other one's name in it. He's not one of my favorites. But Andrew Walker, Tyler Hines, and the other guy, they worked very well together. It's definitely been a very popular one among fans, and I will definitely be buying this physically when it comes out, because this has been a nice year of just having just comedy ones, not full on romance. And they did a lot of different stuff this year. Some of it landed, some of it didn't. So, and lastly, Tyler Hines and Holland Roden, and Time for Him to Come Home for Christmas.
Love that
Um,
one. And I don't like Hallmark. I like that one.
yes, my wife actually watched that one with me because she likes Holland Roden from Teen Wolf, and she's a fan of Tyler. His looks, but
hey, I think he acts good too. I think he could do really good if you ventured out. But yes, he looks good.
Mm-hmm. But this was a really terrific one. Just a very emotional one. Basically, Tyler's character helps Holland's character track down this person that left a message on her phone, and he has to. She has to do it by a certain time. Um, and it's just a really, really great, uh, sad at times film with terrific performances. Like I said, these are in no order specifically, but those top four that I gave are definitely probably interchangeable in those top four. Those would probably be definitely my top four favorites. From five on, they could be interchangeable with any of them, but definitely those top four will stick for my best of the year. But again, like I said, they're no order because sometimes if I'm in the mood, Three Wise Men and a Baby is better than Time for Him or whatever. You know how it goes with these best and worst, especially best of. They can be interchangeable, but that's why I'm not putting them in any specific uh, order. Uh, but yeah, Time for Him to Come Home for Christmas is the last one on my list. So that is everything for my best of Hallmark for the year. Uh, so please come like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for all videos, and we will see you all in the next one.